गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमला अचलं सर्वधी साक्षीभूता भावातीतं त्रिगुणारहितं सद्गुरु त्वां नमामि। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धु च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। We'll sing this chant, How Shall I Love Thee, Lord my God? It's in page number 13 of the chant book. You can raise your hands if you need the chant book. How shall I love thee, Lord my God, with every breath I breathe? How shall I love thee, Lord my God, with every breath I breathe? Just as a fire may burn a whole forest, burn to the root my desires. Just as a fire may burn a whole forest, burn to the root my desires. How shall I seek thee, Lord my God, with every breath? How shall I seek thee, Lord my God, with every breath? Just as a fire may burn a seek thee, Lord my God, with every breath I breathe? How shall I serve thee, Lord my God, with every breath I breathe? How shall I serve thee, Lord my God, with every breath I breathe? How shall I worship thee, Lord my God, with every breath I breathe? How shall I worship thee, Lord my God, with every breath I breathe? With every breath I breathe. We'll take this next chant into meditation. The words are reveal thyself, reveal thyself. We'll also sing it in Hindi. Ma darshan de, ma darshan de. Reveal thyself, 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 reveal thyself. Reveal thyself, 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 reveal thyself. Reveal thyself, 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 reveal thyself. Reveal thyself, reveal thyself. Ma darshan de, 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 ma darshan de. Mother Shanade, Mother Shanade, Shanade, Mother 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 Shanade. Let us feel Divine Mother's blessings and grace and light already shining within us. And let us meditate with that feeling, with that devotion and love. While still meditating, let us listen to these words on gratitude by Swami Kriyananda. Gratitude is a way of returning energy for energy received. Only a thief takes without paying for what he gets, and one who accepts a kindness without returning gratitude, as though the kindness were his by right, demeans both the giver and himself. He demeans the giver because by ingratitude he implies that the kindness was inspired by selfish motives. And he demeans himself because by giving nothing in return, he breaks the cycle of creativity, without which the flow of prosperity is blocked. Accept nothing inwardly for yourself, but offer everything to God. Don't let yourself be bought by others' kindnesses. Be grateful to them above all in your soul by blessing or praying for them. Give gratitude first of all to God, from whom alone all blessings truly come. Let us now do this affirmation, first loudly, then in a softer voice, then in a whisper, and then mentally only. Repeat after me. I give thanks to the giver behind each gift.
I give thanks to the giver behind each gift,
And to the one giver behind all that I receive.
and to the one giver behind all that I receive.
My gratitude rises with devotion to the throne of omnipresence.
My gratitude rises with devotion to the throne of omnipresence.
I give thanks to the giver behind each gift.
I give thanks to the giver behind each gift,
And to the one giver behind all that I receive.
and to the one giver behind all that I receive.
My gratitude rises with devotion to the throne of omnipresence.
My gratitude rises with devotion to the throne of omnipresence.
I give gratitude to the giver behind each gift. And to the one giver behind all that I receive. My gratitude rises with devotion to the throne of omnipresence. Now mentally only. I give thanks to the giver behind each gift, and to the one giver behind all that I receive. My gratitude rises with devotion to the throne of omnipresence. Let us pray silently together. I thank you, Lord, for all your blessings, but most of all, I thank you for your love. Om Shanti Shanti.
Our topic this morning is an interesting one. The law of karma, bondage or soul release. Well, that question, it could be either. It is totally up to us. In the Bible is written that famous saying, "As you sow, so shall you reap." If you plant a potato, you'll harvest potatoes. In other words, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. If you give love, you will then receive love. And if you were to lose a loved one, instead of closing in on yourself, if you continue loving and serving those all around you, your love will be returned, and perhaps in unexpected ways. Yoganandaji lost his earthly mother, but then in meditation he felt the infinite love of the Divine Mother. Our own action in this life or some past life is the seed that we planted ourselves, and now we harvest the result. Yoganandaji relates the story of instant karma with Trilanga Swami when he was offered burning lime to drink and was told it was buttermilk. And Trilanga drank the whole thing, but it wasn't he, it was the person who gave him that drink was the one who suffered the burning stomach as a result. Sooner or later, our karma will also come back to us. And what will we do about it when it comes is the question. Yoganandaji said, how many people excuse themselves from the need to change, saying, karma, it's my karma, I can't change it. This karma may be a pattern of behavior which keeps repeating, and it will keep repeating until when? Until we ask the right question. A difficulty arises, and we have a problem. The best question is not, how can I avoid this problem? And it's not even in which lifetime, past life, did this problem originate? We need to introspect, and we need to ask this question. What is the lesson I need to learn from this circumstance? What is the lesson that I need to learn? Yoganandaji has said that we may have incarnated just to learn one or two major lessons. And that thing which we're calling a problem right now may be one of those important lessons that we are meant to learn in this lifetime. Also, Sri Yukteswar said the past lives of all men are dark with many shames, but everything in the future will improve if you make a spiritual effort now. With every meditation, we reduce our karma. The fire ceremony that we just had outside, take that inwardly. Feel that you are offering up the seeds of your past karma to be dissolved and purified, and they will be reduced through your dedication, through your devotion and concentration. And Swami Kriyananda gave the timeless advice, when you go to bed at night, feel free in your heart. Feel that you are not bound by past actions. Forgive those who have ever hurt you. Ask God to bless those whom you've had a misunderstanding with. Don't identify with the past, with your mistakes. Once Swamiji told the story of a superconscious dream he had. And in the dream, he was at the end of his life, and he recalled a friend who had betrayed him. And he began to feel anger towards this person. And then in the dream, he realized that in his next life, he might be in a position to hurt the other person, and the other person would feel anger. And this endless spiral staircase, this vicious cycle, could continue life after life, as it has done in our past lives, surely. And then he thought, can't I end this cycle? And then he said, with every fiber of his being, I forgive this person. And that was the key that released the karma. And at that moment he woke up and he felt indeed free of some past karma. And a powerful way for us too, to develop our love, to let go of any fear that we have, is to introspect and to forgive. Consciously forgive anyone who may have hurt us in this lifetime. And just through that action, you may also, for all we know, be forgiving them for past lifetimes as well. Yoganandaji has told us the lesson of karma and reincarnation is to neutralize the waves of likes and dislikes, of desire and aversion by the expression of kindness, forgiveness, and compassion to all, and by the steadfast contentment in the self. And Sri Krishna tells us the final result, the reward of all of this. All the effects of karma are cancelled, and one achieves liberation when ego attachment ceases, when one becomes centered in wisdom, and when all one's actions are offered up to the infinite. Thank you.
I will also share a few thoughts on this topic of the law of karma, bondage or soul release. Nayaswami Asha, who is one of our leaders in the Palo Alto Center, she says, karma are the unlearned lessons. And as I was reflecting on this topic, I was feeling that really the law of karma is not a bondage, but it is one of God's ways to help us move towards soul release, towards soul freedom. Because our teachings teach us that the natural state of our heart is a calm state. And whenever there is anything that is disturbing that calm state of our heart, maybe causing pain, maybe causing some unhappiness, it can be any situation, it can be any circumstance, it can be any aspect of our life, then it is actually God's signal to tell us through this fluttered, unwavering feeling of our heart that this thing needs attention. This aspect of your life needs attention because there is a karma, there is an unlearned lesson which we don't understand yet, and we need to understand and get it right to move on towards soul freedom. And so Yogananda ji also encourages, he always encouraged his disciples to introspect, to reflect that what are those repetitive circumstances, situations that we are again and again attracting in our life, to reflect what are those habitual thoughts or tendencies that we have that is attracting or bringing these situations to us, which is making us unhappy. And so these are ways of God telling us through that, the heart's unhappiness, through the heart's restlessness, the wavering feeling, that this needs attention. This is the lesson. There is something that you need to learn about. And so, in this way, the law of karma is really helping us to let us know what needs to be learned so that we can move on. Yogananda ji, in his book, gives us a perfect hint and a very direct hint of how we can change all our bad karmas to good karma. And in this book, Karma and Reincarnation, he writes, to understand karma, you must realize that all thoughts are things. Matter responds far more than most people realize to the power of thought. Matter responds to the power of thought. Hence, if there is a particular circumstance or a situation or an aspect which is we are not happy about, then the problem is actually there is a particular tendency, a particular thought that is giving out a particular pattern of energy, and that is manifesting that reality for us. But most of us don't realize that whenever there is a difficult situation, our focus is to change those circumstances outside of us, but we never look within. And we keep on changing our circumstances outside of us, but we keep on facing that same situation again and again and again and again, because the problem is not outside of us, the problem is within us. And Yogananda ji says that once we change the way we think, then we give out a different pattern of energy, and then that will change our circumstance, that will change our karma. There was a book I was recently reading. It's called Becoming Supernatural. And in that, there was it tells about a true story of this lady. Her name was Anna Williams, and she was a psychotherapist, and she was working in a psychiatric institute in Amsterdam. And her life was perfect, she was doing a good job, she was confident, healthy, perfect, everything good, had a husband, had 2 children. One fine morning, she wakes up and she finds her husband missing. So she's still looking into the house, where is the husband? And that time, they had 2 children. And one was 12-year-old, one was 11-year-old. And while she's looking for her husband, she gets a call from the police that your husband has died, and it seems he's committed suicide. She is on this call and she's completely in a state of shock. And she explains that there starts immense pain in her heart, immense pain in her head. She starts feeling weak. She starts feeling anxious. How will she take care of the kids? How will she manage everything? She's completely lonely. She's now completely shattered. Okay. And this incident happened and then she moved on. But the mistake that she made was that she relived this moment of shock again and again and again and again, every single day in her mind. Every single day she would feel, I am weak, I am lonely, I am shattered. And few months passed by in this way, and after 9 months, she became paralyzed because of this recurring thought that was in her mind. She became paralyzed, she was in a wheelchair. In a few months after that, she had chronic depression. In a few months after that, she started developing all kinds of allergies. And in a couple of years after that, she developed cancer. She was diagnosed with cancer and she manifested that reality where she was completely weak. She was completely lonely because she couldn't go out of the house. She was in her room. She couldn't move. She was on a wheelchair. She had cancer. She had paralysis. And her life was shattered. She manifested that reality. And then after 3 months, she had this friend coming over and who knew about a meditation retreat. And she takes this friend of hers to a meditation retreat. She takes Anna there, and Anna learns a few things about meditation. And she comes home, she tries these things that she learns there. For 1 year, nothing happened. But she keeps trying, and she knew that this will help. And gradually, she stops all her medication. She was heavily on medicines. She completely stopped that, and she only relied on meditation. And she kept doing it, and gradually her consciousness changed, her thoughts changed, the energy she was giving out changed, her reality changed, her cancer completely got healed. This is only with meditation, she writes. Her cancer got healed, all her allergies got healed, all her health issues got healed, her paralysis got healed, and later in life she became a wellness educator, sharing what her experience was about meditation and about the thoughts and all these things that she had experienced. And in 2016, she started her own psychiatric institute and had 20 other employees working under her. Right now, she is a confident, independent woman enjoying all riches in life. And this is what our thought does. And Yogananda ji writes about that. And that changed her karma. She changed her approach. She changed her thought. She changed her karma. And that is why Yogananda ji also gives a lot of importance to affirmations. He has written this book on affirmations. He has given us ready-made affirmations to try to use so that we can change the destiny of our life. We can change our karma. And most importantly, not only changing the bad karma to good karma, but Yogananda ji has given us a technique of Kriya Yoga, which many of us and most of us know here. And this technique, as we all know, it burns the seeds of our karma. The karma resides in the subconscious level state of mind. And this Kriya Yoga, it burns all the seeds of karma, completely helping us rise over the realm of karma. And in meditation, Yogananda, and meditation that we do, we lift, when we are sitting in that state of meditation, in that super conscious state, there is absolutely no karma because we are in the divine consciousness. And Yogananda ji writes that one can escape the law of karma when he identifies himself with God. And that is what we're doing in that meditative superconscious state. We are identifying ourselves with God, or one of the qualities of God. We are uniting. And Yogananda ji says that if you can keep this state, even after your meditation, in whatever you are doing, thinking that it is God thinking through you, acting through you, then according to what he says, we will be beyond the law of karma. We may not incur any more karma. And so the law of karma is really a blessing for us to identify our lessons and to help us towards soul freedom and soul release. Thank you. And we are now going to have the Arati. So please rise for the Arati. Father, Mother, friend are God, we thy wonders all acclaim. Father, Mother, friend are God, we thy wonders all acclaim. May our thoughts be only of thee, train our hearts to sing thy name. May our thoughts be only of thee, train our hearts to sing thy name. All desires born of delusion, here we lay, Lord, at thy feet. All desires born of delusion, here we lay, Lord, at thy feet. Thy one light brought by our great masters, make us ever one with thee. Thy one light brought by our great masters, make us ever one with thee. Thy one light brought by our great masters, make us ever